we started, in case you're like, what the hell's happening? We do this thing, it's called well, first of all, I don't know who we is, because I just do it, me and the mouse in my pocket. I do this thing called Minute and a Glass of Wine, and it's like a webisode thing, and people are always asking me to like stay more present on social media and all that, and I'm just like, y'all, we need to stop with all the selfies, come on. It's like, it's like vanity run amok. It's crazy. So I just didn't want to give you pictures of my coffee or my face in like 50,000 different ways. So I decided to do this webisode thing where I usually am like no hair and makeup and just keeping it real. So anyway, what that kind of turned into was, oh my gosh, first concert? It's your 14th birthday? Oh, happy birthday. That's a big one. That's cool. That's awesome. Happy birthday. You want, okay, wait, what's your name? She said Trinity is your name? That is so cool. My name is so boring. Damn. All right. Now I have to sing the coolest name in the world birthday and feel bad about myself. I'm just kidding. I love your name, it's beautiful. Y'all wanna sing happy birthday to Trinity? She's 14, y'all. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Trinity. Your name is so much cooler than mine. Happy birthday to you. You're so cute. Watch out, Mom. She's beautiful. Oof. She's super cute. Anyway, but this, I have no idea what I was saying because I have ADHD and I get distracted by signs. But I'm sure it had something to do with, this is called Minute and a Glass of Wine, and basically I have a TV show coming up, we were talking about that earlier, and I'm pretty stoked about it. I'm super excited. I never thought I'd have a TV show, but I really love talking and I love people. So I hope it goes well. But it's gonna be musical, kind of like tonight. It'll be a little music in it every episode, and I'll be talking to people. Sometimes I bring special guests out on this tour, because this is basically my pregame. Are y'all willing to help me with my pregame? Okay. I don't want to suck, is the thing. But we sing a song. We've also been doing this thing called Fan Request for years on tour. Actually, Jason Halbert, my musical director. Y'all give it up for Jason Halbert. He actually came up with this idea several years ago. I have no idea how many. That would age us, so I'm gonna leave that number alone. But anyway, we usually have this thing where we let people pick songs and we learn a new song every show. And this tour, just because everything had to be kind of planned out, I kind of got selfish and I just like picked whatever song I wanted to do. so this tour, I do listen to you online as well. And somebody had asked me to sing this song. I mean, literally, if I've not had one, I've had 50. So I'm gonna sing this song. We sing a song every night too online. We're on Facebook Live, by the way. That's what I meant by live, sorry. I haven't been drinking, but I'm not doing well at this. So maybe I should drink. This will help me. Oh my God. Every time red wine touches my lips, I think, Jesus Christ. He knew what he was doing, turning that water into wine. He knew it. He knew it. So good. And even doctors say it's good for your heart, so I'm all about health. I'm a picture of health. But anyway, we cover a song every night in this section, and I've done this for years, but I thought it would be a cool thing to put online, like live during the show too, to kind of show you what the show's gonna be like too. But I love artists. Like, I know there's a lot of like competition always with like artists in the industry, but there's a lot of us that just dig each other, and we really get inspired by each other and what they're doing. And this chick is amazing. We're really different, but at the same time, we're really similar in the fact that she just loves music, and that's why she's doing what she's doing. And honestly, I remember her first show, her first single. We actually did a show together, combined like for some event, and she is one of the only artists that has ever. She like wrote me a handwritten letter, like note, like saying, "Thank you so much. It was an honor to open for you." Like, she was the nicest human being ever. Her name's Lady Gaga. Any fans? All right. Yeah. It's cool just to know that someone that talented is also really nice. So anyway, I've been rooting for her for a while, and this song, I love it. It's from the movie that she's nominated for like a billion awards for, and I hope she wins. But I thought she and Bradley Cooper did such an awesome job with this song. It's called Shallow, and so we're gonna do our version of it because obviously I don't have a Bradley Cooper here, so I'm just like holding it down. I hope I don't suck, and if I do, I hope she doesn't see it. Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change, and in the bad times I feel myself. Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired trying to fill that void? Or do you need more? Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change, and in the bad times I feel myself. I'm off the deep end, watch as I dive in. I'll never meet the ground. Crash through the surface where they can't hurt us. We're far from the shallow now. In the shallow, shallow. In the shallow, shallow. In the shallow, shallow. We're far from the shallow now. I'm off the deep end, watch as I dive in. I'll never meet the ground. Crash to the surface where they can't hurt us. We're far from the shallow now. In the shallow, shallow. In the shallow, shallow. In the shallow, shallow. We're far from the shallow now. Thank you. Give it up for my band, y'all. I messed that one verse up. I like them. My favorite part is keeping it so hardcore. So I sang that too early. But it's my favorite part. I love like a really well-written song. That's why this is my favorite part of the show. You just get to highlight not just great singers, but these great writers just writing this amazing stuff. So, but thank you for clapping for that. Give it up for the band, y'all. One more time. Oh, they're gone. Bye. Never mind. Oh, I'm alone. This is like my 20s all over again. Hello. Did you ever see that movie, Dan in Real Life? It's with Steve Carell. That moment, if you haven't seen it, there's this moment in the movie where like everyone shuts the door in the hallway and he's just like, it's like another reminder that he's alone. It's the most depressing scene ever, but I totally related. Not now, but in my 20s. Now it's just like all the doors are open. But anyway, this next part that we're gonna do, we don't always have a special guest, but I found out there was this really, really rad human here, okay? You're cool too. That's who I was talking about, yeah. I'm also gonna talk about somebody else, but I was totally talking about you just then, yeah. I know, yeah. You're witty, good job. But anyway, I don't know, I feel like, I said this before at the beginning of the show, I feel like there's just so much divisiveness just going on right now in our country. And sometimes I feel like the news, I know we need news, I know we need all that coverage, but sometimes it's important to cover the really awesome things going on too. And I don't feel like that's done enough. Because sometimes you watch the news and you kind of start losing all faith in humanity. And it's just a bummer. Because I do feel like, before I get to this, I do feel like that we have just so many common things, like things in common, rather than our differences. And just because things are different from you doesn't mean it's bad. So, you know, that's all I'm gonna say. But this next person, we're all gonna agree, she's amazing. And I know that y'all know it's cold here, right? It's super, I mean, I got off my bus and I was like, I'm so happy I don't live here. Because I love it. It's gorgeous. It's awesome, but it's so cold. I'm like Texan, so. But anyway, and Green Bay recently actually tied its cold weather record from 1899. So, hey, with a good negative 26 degrees. So it's been really, really cold here, and I'm kind of making an emphasis on that because that's what's really rad about this story. Because my guest tonight, she's a single mom of 3, first of all. I'm like, I have 4 children, and I have no idea how women do that. My mom was a single mom of 3 forever, and I was like, I don't know how she did that. But she's a single mom of 3. She went above and beyond for a homeless man with nowhere to go on a really, really cold night here. That's why I made an emphasis on how cold it's been this winter, especially. But she's a bus driver for the Milwaukee County Transit System, and you know what I'm talking about. She's so cool. She's so compassionate, and she's so awesome. And I saw this online, and it went viral. She's had like so many views. But and I just thought it was cool because she wasn't doing it for views. She was doing it just because she's a good human. And there are a lot of us out there, and I think that needs to be shown and heard more. So there's a video. I think we have a video of her of like what she did. She's on a bus with the. Okay, well that makes it look scary.
What happened?
The house was condemned, and
The house that you were staying in, the same one that had the fire?
yeah.
Sorry.
So I've been out.
Let me go buy some dinner.
No.
Well, I'm on the bus at 2:44. You want to stay with me then? Okay.
I mean, it's so cool. Before I talk about it, I just need y'all to give it up for. This is Natalie Barnes, y'all. Give it up for Natalie Barnes. I should have asked you, Natalie, what your favorite wine was. I forgot. Looking all cute. Look at that outfit and those boots. Go ahead. I love it. First of all, I know we talked backstage, but I'm going to reiterate in front of everyone because it needs to be said. This is a really beautiful story, and it's so simple, which is what I love about it. It's a simple act of kindness. But how did this happen? Did you know him?
I had him on a previous bus route. That was my normal route. I've seen him before. We had several conversations in regards to a situation on this particular night. When I got to my layover, he explained that his living situations had changed. I knew he had an apartment at some point. He explained he had some cats or whatnot. And when we got to the end of the layover, he said, do you mind if I ride with you for a while? And I'm like, well, what's wrong? And he explained that his house had been condemned and he was recently homeless. So I felt really bad for him. I'm like, yeah, you can stay the whole night if you need to. So he ended up staying 6 hours on the bus with me until I completed my route at 2:45 in the morning.
That's so kind. I said this backstage too, but it's one of these things though, it's like the kindest gesture, but at the same time, that's a scary thing to do for especially a woman doing a night bus round with a man on the bus, like, yeah, can I hang around? You're like, well, I don't know, man. So that's a very scary thing, but it was nice that you put yourself above that. Yes. And you were, I just think it's amazing. I know you didn't just end there though, right?
No,
he asked for, there's something involving food.
Yeah, well, once he was continuing on riding, I'm thinking about his situation. I'm like, man, I know he's hungry. I'm hungry. I'm like, you want something to eat? He's like, no, I don't want to burden you. I don't want anything. So we continued to drive. Next layover, I'm like, hey, are you sure you don't want anything to eat? And he was like, sure. So he finally accepted my offer. We stepped off the bus. I went inside of the store, I bought him some food, and I knew he didn't have any money, so I gave him some money for the remainder of the week. I ended up contacting a friend that works at Community Advocates in Milwaukee.
Yeah, no, you didn't stop there either. She got him food, she gave him some money, and then she did other things. Go ahead.
So I contacted a local shelter. It's called Community Advocates. They help people who are less fortunate. So I contacted them. I had a friend. I said, hey, this guy needs assistance. I have an elderly male. He's out in the cold. We can't leave him outside. I can't go home to my family knowing that this man is outside with nobody to help him. So they found him a warming shelter. In the end, they found him permanent housing. So he's in his brand new place. He's doing well.
It's so funny how just a simple act, it just creates such a domino effect. Like you change that, like I'm totally gonna start crying.
Don't cry, please.
But you just created such change in his life. And I think, sometimes we look at people on the streets and we think, oh, they're lazy, or oh, they didn't eat. I know all these people, like friends of mine that'll just say stuff and I'm like, sometimes you just get handed really crappy cards. Like sometimes stuff happens. Mental illness can happen. You can lose your job. Somebody could pass away that was holding you down half your rent, half your, all the bills. And people don't get that, like, you're not above it. Like, we could all be at that point. So the fact that you took time and not only, like, made sure he wasn't cold, but you also gave him food, and then you also you're a single mom of 3, so you don't have money to be giving away, I'm sure.
No, absolutely not. That's babysitter money.
I know, and then you didn't stop there. You contacted somebody to like help him get a home. Like,
yes.
It's amazing, right. Natalie. It's really cool, and I feel like why I really wanted to bring you here. I know you're not doing it to look like a hero or anything, but I want to show this. This is part of the show that I want to do on TV. Is I want to show this kind of impact. You have no idea, like how something so simple can completely alter someone's life and path and change it for the good. And it's just a really beautiful thing. And I not only wanted to just bring you out here and praise you, but obviously you know what to do when money is given to you. So I'm gonna give you $1,000, just to give you $1,000. I heard this and I was like, wait, what? I was like, so I'm just gonna, and you'll know how to spend it on your kids, spend it on whoever you want, yourself, treat yourself, like, but I just thought it was such an amazing thing. Like, I feel like we just need more of this, y'all. We need more of this and less of the division. Give it up for Natalie Barnes, y'all. I'm like, I love you so much. I want you to be a part of my show somehow. Maybe you could be my representative here. Yeah. Here, come over here. We're gonna take a picture. Okay, so at the end of every Facebook Live, y'all, we take a picture because, Natalie, we're gonna put this up on my wall of my TV show studio. I'm very excited about it. But literally, we can see all the way back there, okay? Like, it's lit up, I promise you. So everybody get crazy in this picture, except no nudity, because my kids will see it. Okay, here, we're gonna go this way. Go ahead, Weiss. Y'all, give it up one more time for Natalie Barnes. Come on. Oh, of course. Hey, Facebook Live, thank you so much for tuning in. Catch us tomorrow night. I think we're in St. Paul. Don't hate me if I'm wrong. Thank you guys so much for giving her so much love. She's an amazing human.